and that means half of my life is over.
I'm not okay being single. I don't want to be single, and I get depressed.
As a person who has been single for me personally my whole life.
I'm 53.
I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself.
I get my feelings hurt. I don't want to be a hookup.
3 failed relationships since my marriage had ended.
And I have really missed kind of having someone to talk to.
Currently I don't date, and it's purely for the reason that I am exhausted.
I am done with all of these things. I'm done with men.
Why is it so hard to find your person?
God, am I lonely some.
Welcome. Today we will be looking at women who have hit the wall and now sad and miserable about it. They rode the carousel in their youth. Now they are alone and dejected. Let's go straight to our video.
Say they want a relationship and they don't. They just want options.
I am baffled the fact that I'm single.
I am the full package. Like,
let's face it, we're over 40. I'm 47 now. Like, I just want to go and enjoy the next 50 years with someone.
Why are men terrified of an independent woman who knows what she wants?
So, it's hard out here, man. I'm just not looking forward to trying to explain to a man what I do for a living, tell him how many siblings I have, what other speak for fun. But
so I did it today. I actually deleted my dating app.
And also, I'm just not feeling like dating. I basically deleted all the apps.
Ghastly frigging apps. Have you even any idea how ridiculously horrible they are?
They complain about everything, even dating apps that typically favors them far more than men. Nothing can satisfy their type. No wonder they drove all the men in their life away.
50 years old, single, I'm dating, found nothing but lying. Very confusing because I am a freaking delight.
Maybe I'm being picky, or maybe I just have standards. I have an incredible career. I am truly living my best life. And so the man that is going to come into this life is going to have something of value to offer me. He's going to make this great life greater.
Let me make something perfectly clear to you. I do not need a man.
I don't need a man. I want one.
That's where we're going to have a problem. Because men don't want you. They want younger, hotter ladies. You've hit the wall. Go buy a cat and die alone.
Kind of having someone to talk to even about the little things, and I'm ready now to sort of meet the person that I'm going to grow old with. I want to sit on a bench and eat chips, you know. I think when you're single for a long time, you really, really want it to be true. You want someone to be the one. You want it to end. You want to get off this merry friggin' go round. I've never had this amount of struggle in dating in my life. Do you know what I mean? I've had long-term relationships before I was single for this big period. I was 35 and I thought, do you know what? At 35, he was probably 32, I think. We were young enough to start again. So I thought, this is the best time. We need to do it now. So we split, and at first it was exciting. He's actually gone off. He's got a new wife. And, you know, he's living the life that maybe I wanted, if I'm honest.
So far this series has taught me that if a woman so much as even implies that her man made a mistake, the internet will collectively tell her to dump him and that she's settling. But as it turns out, even when a woman is trying to speak highly of her man, you still tell her the same thing.
Yeah, that's because most girls on the internet want every other girl out there to be as single and miserable like herself. Women truly don't want the best for one another.
So as a woman, one thing that I'm very sick and tired of seeing is all of these women giving bad advice, especially to the younger women. Because you know what it is? Misery loves company. I see all of these women in their 30s, 40s, 50s that are giving terrible advice to women in their 20s and even younger than that. So coming from a woman, I'm going to be honest with you and I'm going to tell you what hitting the wall means. So men value different things than women do. They value beauty, youth, and they value someone that respects themselves. When you start aging, your biological clock is ticking, and that is just a real fact. Going into your 30s, your options are going to be less than when you were in your 20s. And those guys around your age are now looking at the younger women, and you're going to be competing now with the 20-year-olds for the guys that you want. And then now when you're ready to start settling down and possibly start thinking about having kids, those same guys might feel like you're rushing them, and they might not want the same things at this point. So then the dating market starts getting stressful, and then now these women are rushing for time because now their biological clock is really ticking and they want to go through the stages. And then a lot of them end up single, a lot of them end up childless because they chose to have fun in their 20s instead of looking for a relationship. And they thought that when the time came that they did want to settle down, that they would still have all the options that they had when they were 20. But then reality hits, and a lot of them end up childless and single, and not by choice. So don't listen to all of these women that are saying that they're so happy and they're so content with not having children and they didn't want to get married, because the reality is that a lot of them did, most of them did, and by that point they just didn't have a choice anymore, and so they had to accept that now they are childless and single. So of course they're going to make the best out of it. But what I don't like is that they're preaching to the younger generation that this is the way to go. Because if they could have chosen otherwise, they would have.
Well said. Older women are definitely not the best friend of the younger ones. They want you to end up like them. Make hay while the sun shines. It ain't gonna be there forever.
I was told that women lose their value after 30. It literally drops in half. I was 29 and I had 6 months before I turned 30. It was during the podcast with the late Kevin Samuels, and I argued with him. I got pissed off with him. I couldn't help but think about what my boyfriend at the time was thinking, because he was a huge Kevin Samuels fan. Anyway, today happens to be my 31st birthday. That boyfriend and I broke up. I got over a year of therapy, started doing music, started doing my own nails, taught myself how to sew so I can better my swimsuit company.
Bottom line, you are now 32, single, and no man wants you. So how was Kevin Samuels wrong? He said you will lose your sexual marketplace value, not that you will be useless to yourself altogether. But in the end, you hear what you want to hear. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the like button. Till next time, this is your guardian.